Qu'on dise ah, il est que 5 heures, oh, il est que 6 heures. On disait crotte, il est déjà 4 heures, il est déjà 5 heures.
Okay, boys, two beautiful bags you saw in the thumbnail, you saw in the title. One of them you guys should know, that is the Goyard Belvedere bag. I remember when these was so popular back in 2013 to 2016 when all those rappers wore it. And then the other bag back in 2017, I believe, the Chanel Gabrielle Hobo bag came out. I was really into K-pop at the time. G-Dragon was one of my favorite, and he was a Chanel, it still is. He is a Chanel brand ambassador, and he was one of the people that was fronted marketing campaign with the likes of Kristen Stewart and Pharrell and Willow Smith. In the past few months, I have been on this kick where I'm realizing a lot of my past dream because I earn a decent living now. Also, I work 7 days a week, so I can't really go on a vacation. So I'm kind of forced to spend my money on these materialistic things. If I had a choice though, I would much rather fly to Puerto Rico for 3-4 days, drink coconut on the beach, and just speak poor Spanish to local people and just get them pissed off because my Spanish is so bad. But anyways, you saw the title. I can only get one. I mean, I can get both, but I should only get one. So join me on this journey that will hopefully be entertaining, and then I'm just gonna break down some pros and cons because I find that writing it out, filming it, it helps me make my decision much faster. Once you put your pen to the paper, you get to the answer much faster. Before we talk about the bags, I've always stated that you should have some emotional attachment to the item that you want. Otherwise, it's just going to be another item. But for both of these bags, I have emotional attachment to both of them. The Chanel bag, they roughly go for $5,000, but they have been discontinued. I don't know for whatever reason. I will look into it if I get this bag. So the bag, it's rather pedestrian. The main point of attraction for this bag is the chains. So there are so many ways to wear this chain, but what I saw GD did was he wore a V shape, and I thought that was such a cool detail because that's the first time I ever seen it. Still is to this day because most bags, they only have one set of chains, so you can't do the V shape. So I thought that was so cool. And then Pharrell wore it's like a long side bag in that advertisement. You can also wear it short, you can wear it as a backpack. There are just so many ways to wear it, and that's what excites me the most about the chance to own these bags. The Chanel is mainly leather, which I love, whereas the Goyard, it's mainly canvas with leather trimming. I would give Chanel a point here. I love leather. Look, I understand the purpose of canvas, I understand the practicality, the longevity of canvas, but leather is far superior to the touch and feel of it. If we're paying so much already, don't you want leather? Canvas, it's a cheaper material. You want leather, you know? And the Chanel come in 3 different sizes. The Goyard comes in 2, PM and MM. If I were to get the Goyard, I would get the MM, the larger size. If I were to get the Chanel, I would get the large size because I'm one of the people that I view a bag like this. I look at it for the functionality's sake first and then the aesthetic, whereas some people, they wear a bag to complete an outfit with the likes of the Camus small bag or the Telfar small bag that I got from my kids and my partner. You can barely fit anything in there, so that's more for aesthetic. That's more for completing the outfit. When I wear my bag, I want it for the practicality reason first, and then the aesthetic can come second. One flaw with the Chanel Gabrielle is the hard bottom. I believe it's resin with leather wrapping around it. I see the vision that they were going for, you know. They want to have the bag to be able to stand on its own, but I think they should have taken the approach of the boy bag or the flat bag. But then, you know, the other thinking is like, you want to offer your consumer varieties. If you make the Gabrielle look similar to the boy bag or the flat bag, then what's the point? You know, they can just get the flat bag. So I get that. Okay, let's talk Goyard now. Not as iconic as their tote bag. When people think of Goyard, they think of their tote bag, not the Belvedere. The Belvedere is more for people who are in the know. So here's something that I would give the Goyard. The Goyard bag, they look good in many, many colorways. The red, the yellow, the green, the white, the black, they look so good. So I consider all of those colorway. Whereas the Chanel, I only consider the black. I don't think they look good in the white or the pearl. With the Chanel, I only thought of the black only. The iconic Goyard print versus the iconic Chanel quilted leather. Both of these have been appropriated by other brands. I would give the Chanel with the quilt though, because LV is also known for their canvas print. Fog LePage. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that brand right, but a lot of brands have iconic canvas print, but the fact that Chanel has been able to get these quilted material to be synonymous with Chanel, I think that's better. The canvas repetition print is a lot more common, so I'm gonna give a point for Chanel here. I really like the yellow interior lining or the interior color of the Goyard. The Chanel, it has this burgundy color. It's a very old person, but in a negative way. And you know, I'm still young. I'm 26 years old. I appreciate the yellow. And also, yellow is one of my favorite colors. And the strap of the Goyard, it never stood a chance against a Chanel strap. The Goyard, it's a functional strap. Whereas the Chanel strap, it's a talking point strap. I don't know. I've been trying to come up with a lot of positive talking points about Goyard, but I think that's all I have. And I think I made my decision actually. I think I'm gonna go with a Chanel because the chain detailing is really out of this world. And then the battle between the Goyard canvas and the quilted Chanel signature leather, I think I had to give it to the Chanel. So yeah, overall though, you know, another thing is the shape of the bag. They're both rather pedestrian looking. It's not like a standing out shape, but it's really just, it's a timeless piece. And most of the time with timeless pieces, they're rather boring because they don't want to be in trend or out of trend. Prior to writing this, prior to filming this, I thought Goyard would put up a better fight because I knew of Goyard before I knew of the Chanel. But the more I write, the more I talk, the more I'm filming this, the more I realize, yeah, Chanel. It was never a battle. I mean, prior to this, I thought it was a battle, but once I started writing all of this out, the Chanel gotten so many more points than me. Goyard, the main point for Goyard is the fact that they look good in different colorways. But you know, Chanel with the strap, the chain detailing, I love the chain detailing. So Chanel, I guess, yeah. So in the next few weeks, I am gonna I'm gonna stop looking into Goyard so then I can put all of my attention on the Chanel. My name is Makasy. I will see you next week. I said that so many times. Bye.